guys, hello, welcome. We're here to talk about Netflix's new teaser trailer, One Piece. It's finally out. The show has been in the works for a long time now. They finally dropped a trailer. Incredible. I'm not happy, alright? We have a lot to talk about. And I'm not sure I have the actual time to really analyze this trailer, like scene by scene. I've already watched the trailer anyway, so I'm not gonna like react to it. I just want to really talk about my feelings about this show going forward. And if you don't know, you'll know now. I'm a huge One Piece fan. I mean, I'm a huge fan of anime in general. I've seen tons of anime, whatever. But I've been like deep in the shit of One Piece for over a decade now, since like 2008. I've been watching it. I've been reading it. I'm all up in there. I've been doing it since before there were 1,000 episodes. So, good luck, new One Piece fans. You have a wild ride ahead of you if you're catching up from the beginning. Good luck. But this show, I just want to make people aware that you shouldn't get your hopes up. And it seems like some people like this trailer, and I've seen numerous takes on the internet, good and bad, of the trailer. And I just really don't understand why people like it. Now, the reason I'm telling you not to get your hopes up, you anime fans, if you're watching this, you should be well aware of the fact that anime has not had a good track record of being adapted into live action film at all. We have numerous examples of anime being adapted into live action that are just absolutely horrible. Dragon Ball Evolution, probably the biggest one. Everyone knows it's a steaming pile of shit. We all know it. There's no reason to really even talk about it other than the fact that that's its status within like the anime community, right? But there are also like other ones too. Netflix has produced anime live action shows that are awful already. Death Note is an example. Cowboy Bebop, a more recent example. If you remember that, these shows were hailed before they were actually like able to be watched. They were awful shows. Cowboy Bebop, I mean, absolutely ridiculous. It's even more funny for the fact that the producers of Cowboy Bebop and the writers are actually the ones creating this new One Piece live action anime. And it just breaks my heart. Don't just nakedly suck off One Piece, right? Even though I'm a huge fan of One Piece, and I am a huge fan, okay? Again, been watching it for over a decade. I still have major issues with the series. Major issues. It's not perfect. Ichiro Oda, the creator of One Piece, is not perfect. There's the meme of Oda being Goda because he's just, this perfect guy who can't make anything wrong within his show. That is a meme. Oda is not perfect. He makes mistakes constantly. Constantly. Most of my problems with the show have been after the time skip or post time skip. Do you know what that means? Specifically in the Wano arc, there are egregious things that happen in that arc. They haven't happened yet in the anime. In the manga, they're already done, and we're on to new things. But so anime, well, I won't spoil that. There's really no reason to spoil that because it's not like this show will go anywhere near that part into the series at all. I believe this show is gonna go up into the Arlong Park arc, as far as I know, the East Blue Saga, essentially. Maybe not even then. I'm not entirely sure. But just regarding that, again, Oda's not perfect. And so, like, what makes you think this show will be good in any way? Why would you? I know like anime fans are like so. We're all so happy and excited for people to watch our favorite anime, right? We're all excited for new people to like get into the shows we like, and that's just not even with anime. That's just like other shows too, like westernized shows that come out all the time, right? Game of Thrones is probably a good example of that. People got really into Game of Thrones when it was still airing before it turned to dog shit. But I just want you all to be aware that everything from this trailer is so subpar from what it really needs to be. No, it's don't get me wrong. It's an incredibly daunting task to adapt an anime like One Piece. It is so radically different from most shonen anime. Not radically, but you get what I mean. The art style, in effect, right? Because the characters and the way they all act is so bombastic for most other Japanese manga, and it's so intrinsically difficult to translate that into live action, let alone a Western media trying to do that. When I don't believe Netflix understands the spirit of the series at all. That's probably my main concern for this show, whether this show will uphold the spirit of One Piece. And there have been numerous amounts of changes from like the beginning to where we are now in One Piece and how it's viewed. The art styles changed quite a bit since the beginning. Even our characters haven't really changed, but just that fact alone, people should be worried. They shouldn't be excited. Everything that I'm seeing from this trailer is not good. It seems like they're adapting. They're definitely changing things. Now that's okay actually. If they want to change a few things to better fit the TV screen, I'm okay with that. But let me ask you: is that what you really want, anime fans? Do you really want them to like change, all these set pieces and plot points to better fit this show? What else are they gonna add here to like allude to foreshadow into other events in the manga that's happened that doesn't really need to be in this point of the show, if you get what I mean, right? Because Oda foreshadows stuff. He doesn't like for everybody thinks he does, but he doesn't. It's like crazy. There's just like my problems with the community in general. But whatever. My main point is like, what do you? Is it worth it? Is it really worth it for Netflix to make this show One Piece like this? I know Oda is obviously, people think like Oda's actually part of the production of this show. Those people have no idea what they're talking about. We have no idea just how involved Oda is at all with this show. We know he's an executive producer, right? I bet no one knows what that means. We have no idea what Oda's actually signing off on. We have no idea what he's actually crossing out. We have no idea. And we'll never know. And it doesn't matter to Oda, right? Because this is, this isn't even really his show. If the show fails, he probably thinks it'll just give him more viewers anyway to go watch the anime or manga. So he doesn't care. Why would he? He's in marketing mode. He just wants to market, his baby. I mean, he's been doing this series. He hasn't stopped. He hasn't stopped since 1997. It's been almost 3 decades. Nearly 3 decades. The man has slept. He has eaten, breathed, and slept One Piece for nearly 3 decades. He hasn't stopped, and obviously One Piece, if you don't know, is the biggest manga in Japan. Sold over 400 to 500 million copies. It's huge. It's huge culturally in Japan. It's bigger than Dragon Ball ever was. It's just a monumental series. So he probably just wants people to try and get excited over here in the West, because the West has always had problems getting into One Piece. 4Kids is the reason why for that. If you don't know about 4Kids, I suggest you read up on that. Just research it. It's pretty easy. Tons of videos about it online, and just articles about 4Kids. In general, they're bankrupt now, so it doesn't matter. But 4Kids was the reason why it made One Piece even more sillier than it already was. So it's just strange. So I just want everyone to don't get your hopes up. The CGI in the show is not good. How are they going to handle the Fisherman? Probably going to be horrible. What are they going to do with the set pieces? Are our characters going to be the same as the manga? What are they going to change for the good? What are they going to change for the worse? Right? Those are my main concerns. And I'm not. I will be reviewing this series, absolutely. I actually can't wait to review it. I believe it's going to be a stinking pile of shit. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Maybe it'll actually be good. If it is good, great. I like One Piece. I want more One Piece content. I want people to be excited for One Piece. That's what I want. I want that. However, just remind yourself of the horrible anime adaptations that have come before. What makes you think anything will change? Nothing. That's just my prediction. All right, it's just my prediction. If it's good, it's good. I'll talk about it. If it's bad, I'm gonna talk about that too. It's fine. I just really want to know if it's worth it. If it is bad, is it really okay for the show to exist then? Because if I think it's, if it is bad, who are all these people watching it that think it's bad that won't go into watching One Piece? That'll be sad. Is this the first medium? If you're thinking about getting into One Piece, is this show on Netflix really the thing that's gonna get you into it? Is that really what you want? Don't you just want to read the manga or watch the anime? Why not just do that? Why watch this show? And Netflix has had a horrible track record. They've dropped the ball countless times, numerous situations, constantly, constantly. It's 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 crazy how many times they foul. It's unbelievable. So all right. I think I'm done rambling. I think I'm out of time too. Once this show actually comes out, I'm gonna do a super extensive review. I'm gonna go so in deep into that shit. It's gonna be crazy. But as far as this teaser is concerned, I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed at all, and I have no hope for the show. And I think that's bad. I think they should. It's definitely, if it is bad, this show, if like the reception about the show, if it's bad, I believe it'll get canceled immediately. And it'll be an afterthought in our minds for film media. No one will remember it, just like no one will remember the Death Note Netflix. No one will remember fucking Dragon Ball. No one will remember Cowboy Bebop. All the other not Netflix, but shows on anime that are just horrible. Attack on Titan had a few movies. They were even made in Japan. Those movies were ridiculously bad. They were horrible. So I'm just not excited. But tell me what you guys think. All right, are you excited for the show? Are you ready to hate watch it? What are you up to? What do you think? All right, I think I'm done rambling. All right, you guys. Have a nice night. See ya.